Warning. The following video contains scenes of graphic violence. Viewer discretion is advised.
A raven flies from the north to the seas. A dragon whispers her name in the east. A cold dying throne holds a boy barely grown, a crown laced in lies. You win or you die. The watcher waits on the northern wall. A doctor picks up a warrior's sword. A cold dying throne holds a boy barely grown, a crown laced in lies. You win or you die. A brother bound to a love he must hide. The younger's armor is worn in the mine. Cold dying throne holds a boy barely grown, a crown laced in lies. You win or you die.
Good morning, Miss Inkwell.
Good morning, Your Highness.
Am I late for a meeting of some sort?
No, Your Highness. I just want to make an inquiry of you.
Oh,
Yes.
and that inquiry is? Something to do with the new budget? Is Blueblood's family demanding further compensation again?
No? Well, yes, they are. But that's not what I wanted to ask you.
Then what is it you wanted to ask me?
How are you doing, Princess? How?
I heard you.
Oh.
I reverse the question upon yourself. How are you doing, Ms. Inkwell?
Oh, as well as can be expected.
Your therapy is progressing well?
It helps, Princess. Maybe you should seek some similar help.
Princesses do not go to therapy, Miss Inkwell. And monsters certainly do not deserve help.
Good morning, Corporal Gallant. It's, me again. I know you're probably sick of seeing me by this stage, but, well, I must admit, I do get a degree of comfort from coming and talking to you each week. More so than I can get from the court-appointed therapist, even. Not to say that my therapy isn't going well. It is... I just find it easier to talk to you. That's all. There's probably something awful about me that ponies could read into that. Raven Inkwell. The mayor's so bad at social interaction, she literally feels more comfortable talking to a headstone than flesh and blood ponies. It's just... You were there. The therapist was not. She cannot quite understand what it felt like to witness that night. She says I have PTSD. I have no reason to doubt her on that. But still, it is hard to talk of what happened, even after all these months later. Half a year. It seems impossible. It's autumn now. The leaves fall off the trees more and more each day. I wonder if you liked autumn. What was your favorite season? Usually, I find the colors at this time of the year very impressive, but this year, I find myself unable to appreciate them. Everything seems duller to my eyes than it used to. Or perhaps it's that I can no longer find beauty in a season that's characterized by nature dying. Anyway... The castle reconstruction is coming along well. It should be finished before winter hits. Cloudsdale have agreed not to send any snow over Canterlot until it's finished. We didn't even have to ask very hard. Every pony has been very understanding and kind about the rebuild. Princess Luna wants the castle almost exactly as Princess Celestia originally built it, but infused with protection spells right into the stonework this time. So no one can ever knock it all down again like she did. She's not the same anymore, Gallant. Not since she came back from Diomedes. Not since she became that again. Most of the populace don't even know she's reverted. I think they would panic if they did. If I asked her, that would probably be the reason she gives for why we need to keep it a secret. But I think You and I, we both know that's not the whole truth. She's ashamed of what she became. What she did. She wasn't in her right mind, but, well, no amount of logic can counteract that level of guilt. Even I am unsure how I feel about her now. I was aware that even Princess Celestia had used force to keep Equestria safe during conflicts of the past, but it is one thing to read of such things in dusty history books, and quite another to witness with one's own eyes. Perhaps if she did not clearly need me right now, I would apply for a post elsewhere. What am I saying? I'm the 7th generation of Inkwells to work for Princess Celestia. Oh. Her remains aren't really in there, you know. Too much risk of someone stealing them to use in death magic. Just because you outlaw a kind of magic doesn't mean its practitioners disappear, after all. Even I am not sure where she's truly interred. The princess, I mean. We never recovered Twilight Sparkle's body. I hope her end was swift and as painless as possible. I think about death a lot these days. When I die, will I face it as bravely as you did, Corporal Gallant? Will I cry and scream and fight against my end when it comes? Or will I simply give up and let death take me? Will I die of sickness, old on my bed, surrounded by loved ones? Or will I... Ugh, goodness! The therapist told me not to dwell on such thoughts. What else to talk about, though, when it occupies so much of my brain? Oh. Well, yes. Princess Cadence. She has not been back since the funerals. When I last heard, she was in Ponyville with Twilight Sparkle's assistant. Though I suppose she could be anywhere by now and we would not know. She has declined all missives I have sent her. Returns my letters unopened. I hope she's all right. Well, as all right as one can be in her circumstances. I can barely imagine how she's feeling. I barely knew you, Gallant, and I miss you. She and Shining Armour were so much in love that it saved the entire capital during their wedding. To have that love cut off so abruptly, so cruelly. I wish I had known you better, Gallant. I wish we had met under different circumstances. I wish you were still here so you could ask me out on that date. I think I would have said yes. And that's enough maudlin chatter for one day. If wishes were fishes, there would be no room left in the ocean for the water. Sleep well, you brave stallion. Perhaps next time I shall have happier news to impart. And you also, Princess Celestia and Twilight Sparkle. Wherever your souls are now, I wish you only happiness. I will do my best to look after Princess Luna in your absence. And Princess Cadence too. If she will let me.
us coming, Princess? Can we leave now?
I don't want to stay here any longer than I have to.
Surely everyone else found a way out already?
We will wait a few minutes more. How are you holding up?
Doing fine. I think we should do this every Friday night from now on. Ugh, boy, those suckers are strong. Every hit is giving me a headache.
I think I have most of the survivors in the throne room. The rest are making their way to the dirigible on their own. I'll lead them down to it and get them out. Then I'll come back up for you.
Don't worry about me. I'm tough as nails. You just concentrate on keeping yourself and those ponies safe.
I love you.
Love you too, honey. Shining out.
Okay, follow me. Do not deviate from the path I take. Do not wander off on your own. Do not get left behind.
Princess Cadence, are you sure this is safe? Won't the Diomedes horses be able to find us down here?
Captain Shining Armour is keeping them out with his shield spell. We'll be alright, but we do need to hurry.
But what about the ones that are already inside the castle?
What?
Queen Podargos is already inside the castle. She got behind the shield before it was cast.
What?
You're leading us into an ambush, Princess.
No, this is wrong. This isn't how it happened.
We're all going to die, Princess.
You didn't say this.
We are going to die. Because you didn't remember about the Diomedes horses that were already inside the castle when you made your big announcement to everyone in the building.
You told them exactly where to find us.
You took us where they could get us.
I'm going to fall in the river and go over the waterfall because I'm so scared running away from Queen Podargos that I lose my footing and fall in.
And she's going to accidentally pull me in with her. You'll hear us scream as we go over the edge.
But you aren't going to save us because you'll be using all your magic to hold back the horses so they don't kill everyone on the escape dirigible.
No.
You're going to fail in protecting us.
We're going to die, and it's your fault.
No.
Thank you for telling me exactly where to find all your little ponies, you stupid pink princess. I shall enjoy killing them all.
No! This didn't happen! Not like this!
You can't protect us, Princess. We're already dead.
We are all already dead. Even your husband.
Shining! Shining!
Cadence?
Shining!
Why didn't you save my parents?
Shining! Shining!
I trusted you to keep them safe. And instead, you let them die. Didn't you love me at all?
I love you with my whole heart!
But you let me die. You let everyone die.
No, I didn't! I tried so hard! Shining, please!
Celestia!
Cadence? 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 Cadence, are you awake?
I'm not hungry, Spike.
Well, you have to eat something. You're wasting away. Twilight wouldn't want me to just let that happen. She cared an awful lot about you.
Yes, well, she's dead. So it doesn't really matter what she would have wanted, does it? Oh, Spike, I'm sorry. That was an awful thing for me to say.
It's okay.
No, it's not. I feel awful, but I shouldn't take it out on you. You've been nothing but kind to me since I arrived here.
I don't mind. I like having someone to look after. It makes me feel useful, you know?
You just wish it was still Twilight.
No, I didn't say that.
It's alright, Spike. I wish that too. Because if Twilight was still here for you to look after, it would mean everything was okay and none of the bad stuff happened.
I'm sorry. It's been 6 whole months. I should be crying like a big baby.
Shh. It's okay. Let it out. You've been such a strong baby dragon.
Oh, I'm sorry. I just miss Twilight so much.
I know. I do too. I miss every pony I couldn't save.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Sorry for what? Having a heart? It's good that you miss her, Spike. It means you loved her very much. If you didn't care that she's gone, that would mean that you didn't love her at all. Like some ponies.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
I am too, Spike. I am too.
I'm sorry.
Thank you for your generosity in lending us your great hall, Sir Fancy Pants.
The honor is all mine, Your Highness. Anything the Pants family can do during these admittedly trying times, we will do it. Now, Pantalon Manor isn't exactly Canterlot Castle, but the Great Hall should still be big enough for you to hold court until the reconstruction is completed. There really was no need to award me a knighthood for the offer.
I respectfully disagree. I was touched by you making it. I had hoped some of the noble houses of Canterlot would do so, but it seems that Prince Blueblood's family have done an effective job poisoning that chalice.
Ah, yes, we had heard some of the rumors. We didn't believe them, of course. No one in their right mind would believe that kind of garbage. As if you would deliberately do away with Prince Blueblood because you felt threatened by his direct bloodline to Princess Platinum, and that would supersede your own claim to the throne as your sister passed. It's patently absurd.
I am aware of the rumors, Sir Pants. You do not need to repeat them to me.
Oh, goodness, no! I mean... Well, yes, but... To be honest, Your Highness, my reserves of small talk when it comes to conversing with royalty are rather shallow. My family comes from industry, you see, not inherited titles, so we never really had much to do with Princess Celestia in the first place. If we were invited to the castle, it was just to the Grand Galloping Gala, along with every pony else.
Well, I hope to change that going forward. Regardless, I anticipate recommencing the holding of Day Court as soon as we are able. It has been far too long since I heard the petitions of our citizens. I am sure they have much to say and much to ask of their soul princess.
Soul? I was under the impression Princess Cadence would also be holding court once she returned from her sabbatical.
That remains to be seen. For now, I shall be handling royal duties alone. Speaking of which, I must attend to the latest recruitment initiative of the Royal Guard.
Ah yes, in the courtyard, I recall. Allow me to escort you.
Your Highness, Miss Inkwell didn't say you'd be attending the recruitment drive today.
That is because she did not know. I merely wish to check how things are progressing, given we are still severely short on royal guards.
Things are progressing apace, Your Highness.
They are. There seem to be far fewer interested ponies than I would consider describing as apace.
Well, you see, the thing is...
It is all right. You don't need to make up excuses to assuage my ego. I am aware why we are having more trouble than usual recruiting guards for either day guard or night guard. When all a guard might be called on to do is protect the chambers of invincible alicorns and perform drills in exchange for 3 meals a day, lodgings, good pay, and pension. The Royal Guard seemed much more attractive than the reality turned out to be.
Yes, Your Highness. You might say that.
Why do you look so dismayed, citizen?
Who? Me?
Indeed. Your face bespeaks much sorrow.
You're Princess Luna!
I am. Pray tell, what is your name?
Me? I'm Derpy Hooves, Nab.
And you wish to join the Royal Guard?
Well, I did, but they said my eyes they don't see good enough.
Why did you want to join, Derpy Hooves?
Well, do you want the honest answer or the honest answer?
There is a difference?
Yep. The honest answer is that I want to help make Equestria better after all the sad stuff that happened to us. And I think becoming a guard would be a better way to help that happen than by sticking with being a male pony. The honest answer is that I got laid off from being a male pony because I kept crashing into the mailboxes. And I have a daughter, so I need a steady paycheck. And the guard we're hiring and the listed pay is really good.
Your honesty is refreshing, Derpy Hooves. Yes, I think you will do nicely.
I will?
She will?
What if I were to tell you that you could indeed become a royal guard, regardless of your eyesight?
I'd say you're the princess, so I'm not allowed to say that's crazy.
I am in need of a pony who wishes to join the Royal Guard and who is willing to be something of a guinea pig for us. I and some of the top mages in Canterlot have been working on a new kind of armor. One that, when worn, enhances ponies' senses and provides magical protection against weapons turned upon it. We need a pony to test it, so that we may roll it out across all of Equestria if it proves successful.
And you want me to be that pony?
If you are willing, and if you understand the risks that come with being a royal guard.
If I didn't understand the risks, why would I have come here to sign up in the first place? I still get paid for being a tester though, right?
Indeed.
And... is the armor... dangerous?
No. Though you will be expected to test the limits of its protection in a combative situation.
You're going to huck weapons at me, you mean?
You are smarter than you look, Derpy Hooves.
I just call him as I see him, your ma'amship.
Well then, stand still, my little pony.
Whoa! This is some... Ow! I have fangs? Oh my gosh!
Dustrels once inhabited this land alongside ponykind many eons ago, before the unification of the tribes. I knew them. They were some of the finest, bravest warriors I ever fought alongside. This armor cannot make you into one of them, but it can evoke their talents of old. When you take it off, however, you will lose this translated form and be naught but your ordinary self again.
Oh, wow! I can see so clearly! This is amazing!
Come, little pony. We must test the parameters of this new armor.
Aye, aye, Princess Luna, for madness.
Princess Luna! Princess Luna!
Ms. Inkwell. What is the meaning of this intrusion? I am in the middle of something rather important.
Princess Luna, whatever it is, you would not want me to wait before bringing you this letter.
What could possibly be more important than trying to make my royal guard safer in the line of duty? By the stars!
The new soup and some fresh baked bread will be ready in about 10 minutes, Cadence.
Thank you, Spike. Still doesn't feel right using your stuff, Twilight. I know you tell me I'm being silly, but I keep expecting you to walk in the door and pretend that sleeping on the couch so I could have your bed didn't hurt your back. I know how much that couch stinks. I slept on it for the first few weeks. Whoever furnished this place had terrible taste in furniture. Wow, I really have been letting myself go. When was the last time I showered or brushed my mane? I can't even remember. No wonder Spike has been worried about me.
Cadence?
Yes, Spike?
The soup might take a little longer than I said.
Huh?
I wasn't expecting to burp any letters, so it caught me by surprise and went straight into the pot. It looks like it's from Princess Luna.
Whatever she has to say, I don't want to hear it.
But she never sends letters anymore. Not for months. Maybe this time it's because it's something important.
Spike? Whatever she has to say, I don't want to hear it.
Cadence? It's just... I'd like to know what she has to say. Please? You don't have to if you don't want to, but... Can I read the letter?
Sure, whatever. Do whatever you want.
Cadence! Cadence! Cadence!
I said I don't care what Luna has to say, Spike.
Cadence! Cadence, please!
No, Spike!
Cadence! They found her! They found her!
What? Found who?
They found her! They found her! Twilight! She's alive!
The doctors and nurses at Trottingham General did an excellent job of caring for her. If they hadn't managed to make the magical skin gaps and tooth regrown enchantments take so well, there's no way we'd be seeing her cutie mark again to tell who she is, much less have an accurate dental prints to confirm it.
How long do you think her coma will last with the proper magic treatments?
Hard to say. The brain is the most complex organ in the body, and it doesn't respond well to magical interference. Our only real course of action is to heal her body and wait to see whether that allows her to wake up naturally.
So your informed opinion is wait and see?
Cadence. Spike. You came. I was not sure.
Save it. We're here for Twilight, not you.
Dr. Stable, would you mind giving us a moment? Princess Cadence and I need to talk.
Huh? Yes, of course. I'll go and, see about those transfer papers for Nurse Redheart to Canterlot Hospital.
Twilight! Twilight!
Hold, little one.
Twilight!
The doctor was very precise that we are not to touch her. Moving her from Trottingham to Canterlot was arduous enough upon her body, and she is very frail at present.
But what happened to her? Why was she in Trottingham? Why didn't we know she's alive until now? Why is she all covered in bandages still? Tell me!
I will answer all of your questions, little one, if you promise to comply with the doctor's wishes.
Okay. Just Princess Luna, please. Is she going to be okay?
I do not know. From what we can surmise, and the survivors of Xanthos' raid on the royal caravan can remember, Celestia teleported Twilight away from the scene of the attack before doing away with Xanthos and her forces herself. Twilight attempted to stop Celestia from sending her away, and Celestia was forced to overpower her to ensure she escaped, which caused the damage to Twilight's horn that you can see. Overloading her magical synapses and the damage from the forced teleport is what probably resulted in her falling into a coma. My sister's attempts were, unfortunately, not enough to completely save Twilight from damage. She was very badly burned. No pony could tell who she was when she landed in Trottingham. They have been caring for her there as an anonymous patient until recently, when they finally managed to identify her.
And you had her brought here rather than leaving her where she was? No matter how dangerous that might be for her?
Canterlot has some of the finest medical researchers in all of Equestria. They will work tirelessly to help her. I have even brought her preferred physician from Ponyville to take care of her as well, so that she has someone familiar to answer her questions when she wakes to ease her stress levels.
And screw all his other patients who prefer his work in Ponyville, I guess.
Princess Luna? What the doctor said about not knowing whether Twilight will wake up? Do you think he's right?
I am no doctor, little one. I see to his wisdom in all things medical.
But there is something you could do, isn't there?
Excuse me?
You're the Princess of the Night, aren't you? Well, isn't a coma just like sleeping? You could go into her mind and wake her up.
I don't...
Well, can't you?
I don't do that anymore.
Can you at least try, Princess Luna? Please? For Twilight?
I cannot. I'm sorry.
But why?
I have my reasons, little one.
You really are a disgusting piece of...
Cadence!
No, Spike. I came here because of Twilight, not her. After all this time thinking she was dead, we find out Twilight is alive. It's a miracle. And she has a power that might help Twilight come back to us fully, but she refuses to even try using it? You disgust me. I wish it had been you who died instead of Celestia.
I wish that too.
Don't! Don't you dare try that self-pity crap with me. You've done too much for me to ever feel sorry for you. We've all lost something, Luna. We all lost ponies we care about. Friends and family. Ponies we love. You're not special.
I know.
Stop it! Just stop it! I can't even stand to look at you. Spike, I'm leaving. You can stay if you like, but I can't be in the same room as this. Ah!
Twilight would want me to look after her. Cadence is the only family she has left now. Cadence, wait for me!
Oh, Twilight Sparkle. What have I done to you? I am so sorry. I never should have meddled. I swear, I will never again go into the minds of others where I do not belong. I will look after you, my friend. I ruined everything.